Vegas, not on the moon.
Did you go to any games?
It's hard to miss.
No, you were watching cars.
I was working.
Someone told us it was supposed to be 10 hours. It was only 3 hours.
I know.
So what did you do for the other 7 hours? Be honest. 7 hours. It would be like if we had, I can't do the math on it, but if the show's 2 hours and it ended up being only like 12 minutes.
You got some time.
Yeah, we got started ahead.
Nick, I want to hear your take on this dunk is funky.
Johnny Furphy, dunk of the year.
I mean, that's dunk of the summer league.
Yeah, right. And the fact that he did it dunked on our producer Ramsey makes it all the more impressive.
But under 8 minutes.
I mean, it don't matter who that was.
No, it's first round pick he dunked on. I'm just saying the kid he dunked on looks like Ramsey.
Yeah, he does.
Under 8 minutes in 50 games.
does.
Maybe get some run for the Pacers this year.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Cooper Flagg in 2 games is total from Summer League.
Monster game 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
31 points in the second game. Super high usage rate. He's basically did everything.
He showed the dog. Because his game is, look, I play the whole game. I get everybody involved. I get mine. He said, I had the worst game of my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to get buckets.
Thank you.
I'm not spreading the ball around. I'm getting buckets to show these people in Las Vegas, to show all these NBA executives that I'm the real deal, and that's what he did.
You invented a narrative about Cooper Flagg that I think that wasn't out there. That he doesn't have the dog.
I heard it a couple times, right?
You've heard that he doesn't have the dog in it?
I wouldn't use the phrase doesn't have the dog. It was more that doesn't, maybe a little too unselfish.
Yeah.
Is I think what we're saying.
Doesn't take over.
Not like a lot of guys we've seen who were definitive #1 picks where it's like, man, if we're going down with me shooting the ball in college 25 times. That's just not his game. And so
Flaws, too unselfish.
Well, no.
People say that about me.
What'd you say?
People say that about me.
They do?
Yeah,
As you create segments for yourself?
By the way,
so
make sure you're tuning in at 4:45.
Guess what? It's not a segment. It's a segment I'm not. It's a segment for someone else, actually. Trying my best out here volunteering. Wonderful. Young Hansen, 16th pick. Oh, sorry, Con Knipple. Sorry, I jumped ahead. My guy, Con Knipple. We had an argument earlier in the show. Do I get all the Hornets?
There was no argument.
We
gladly
You guys
said
were like,
yes,
no,
sure. Take them all.
No, just take them all.
19 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. This is just from last night.
Here's another reason you should have Con Knipple. Con Knipple assuredly has listened to you and laughed because of you a dozen times.
Bad takes?
No, because Con Knipple's a diehard
he loves Simmons
podcast fan.
I forgot about that.
And you
loves the book.
Are, Bill Simmons podcast, arguably most universally beloved recurring guest. So Con Knipple has laughed at Kevin Wildes. That's a fact. We should get him on the show. Hubs, book Con Knipple. I guarantee he'll tell him. Sometimes we got to get people on the show. Sometimes we have to use the fact that they know brew.
Yeah.
This will be the first time we'll be like, we have Kevin Wildes. Come on the show. It's true.
Young Hansen, 16th pick. He's 7-1. Here's his 3 games brew. He had totals. 10 assists, blocking 2 shots a game. And he's 4 for 11 from 3. And he had some pretty sweet passes.
He has some great.
He had some nice little tips. Are you impressed so far?
Yes, I am impressed. Again, summer league is summer league, but his skills are very eye-popping. It's particularly the passing.
Yeah.
It is to see a 7-1 guy. I mean, obviously we see it with Jokic, but to see a 7-1 guy pass the ball the way he did, especially at his age, is pretty impressive.
I felt like Portland was laughed at that it was an overdraft and he was sitting in the stands and they were like, what are you doing? He's supposed to go in the second round. It feels like they were immediately proven right. Again, just summer league. But
no, I look at basically the NBA draft every pick after 10 as a total crapshoot. I know you, and fair, so I don't mind. It's very different than the NFL. I don't mind if at the 16th pick you draft a guy who it's like, hey, he might not make it to 3 years in the league, but we think the upside is enormous. There was some of that with Giannis. You know what I mean? Giannis, not that they didn't think he'd make 3 years in the league, but Giannis was, the reason Giannis didn't go top 10 was because people thought he was such a project, but the upside was so incredibly high.
One thing I like about him is if he does pop in the NBA, the way he plays is contagious. The passing, the unselfishness, that's the type of game that, like, if he's really a good player, that everybody, like, it'll lift every player on the team.
I like Portland's plan of just guards and centers, too.
Well, that's yeah. The Suns' plan at the moment is wings and centers. Yeah. Portland's plan is guards and centers.
NFL 100 continues the countdown, coming in at number 72. Sam Darnold. Now, we've only seen QBs above him, but we know he's ranked higher than Dak and Tua. So we just specifically did Dak versus Tua, but Josh is very kind to Dak. He didn't take last year's Dak. He took full healthy year Dak, and here's how their season matched up. Dak went 12-5. Sam Darnold 14-3. Dak's completion percentage 69, 66 for Darnold, 265 passing yards, 254. Touchdowns 60, 36, 35.
Can I hold on?
Pass rate 106.
Wilds is
too much on graphics.
No, the graphics great. Wilds just for some reason the latest thing in his head is, what about the podcast listeners? I have to read the full graphic. The reason for pictures on TV is so you don't have to read every single number.
But you know, poor people on the podcast, they check out the graphic. They're pulling their car over, getting in a car crash because they can't see the pie.
Drew, I think having Darnold ahead of Dak is crazy.
I agree.
That's my take. Go ahead.
Why?
Because Dak.
Here's the graphic. 14-3, complete 66%.
No,
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, go ahead.
You really want to know?
Yeah,
First of all, let me throw this in.
Sure.
I don't think he should be ahead of Tua. Tua has proven that he is now he's not a great quarterback, but he's a very good starting or a solid starting quarterback. Darnold has not yet proven he's a franchise quarterback. Like I said, he lost his benefit of the doubt. If he goes out this year in Seattle and plays well, then I think he will, okay, now you've got the benefit of the doubt. Trevor
Darnold
not yet.
No, he used Trevor.
Darnold lost his earlier in his career.
He was saying that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yesterday.
Gotcha.
So he has to play well this year in Seattle to kind of, for us to be like, okay, he is a legitimate franchise quarterback. So I think Tua's proven that. Again, he's not sensational, but his problem is health. If health was not an issue, Tua's like, okay, he's a good quarterback. You know, we're not ready to say that about Darnold yet. But Dak, here's why you can't put Darnold ahead of Dak. What happened last year when the stakes rose? When the expectations of Darnold, really the burden of expectations he had to wear.
A bad game.
Because throughout the whole season, everybody was like, oh, whatever. Oh, wow, it's great. Oh, Sam Darnold's playing well. Everything he did was gravy. Until, oh, okay, they're legit. They really have a chance to do something in the playoffs. Can they beat Detroit and get the #1 seed?
Well, Detroit's Detroit.
Right. And
when they were 15-2, they were 14-3. And he goes out there, has his second worst game of the year. What was his first worst? The Jets, who drafted him. So that put pressure on him.
That was the
right.
That
and
was
then
in
you get in the
that
playoffs.
Was in London.
But it was still.
They lost three games. Go through any quarterback. Like, he lost 3 games. Can I talk to you about the 3 games he lost? Like, sure, yeah.
All of them had pressure. The last game of the season is for the #1 seed. The playoff game. The playoff game, he didn't play well. And then the Jets game, because that was your former team.
No, he's
Tua.
How did Dak play in his
Tua can't win in the cold against good teams. But Tua's done it for 5 years.
How about the last time we saw Dak in the playoffs? How do you do?
He played poorly.
Dak has been a legitimate franchise quarterback and legitimate Pro Bowl quarterback for years.
You got mad at us at the beginning of the show because we said you're the Darnold guy.
You're right. You're clearly the Darnold.
But that's fine.
You're going to bat for him.
I just have a question.
I'm his lawyer.
I just have a question. Who do you think is better, Sam Darnold or Dak Prescott?
I think Dak's better.
Okay. I knew you were going to say that.
Ask if you think your client's guilty. I think he has afforded the right of a spirited defense. If a guy throws for 4,300 yards and 35 touchdowns,
Dak's had
and the other guy
3 seasons better than that, or at least as good or better than that. 3.
He won 12 or 13.
Zepbound means change. For adults.